Hey, Sweaty Bands team, I want to congratulate you on your Amazon's Choice Badge for Women's Sport Headbands by Sweaty Bands on Amazon. I know how competitive this category can be, so to see a choice badge is really a job well done. Now, my job is to look for potential opportunities with sellers who prioritize on Amazon. And if it's okay with you, I'd like to show you a large module which you have for this listing, but you're not utilizing it. It takes up valuable real estate in addition to a few other things I noticed. My name is Sean, and I'm an account executive with my Amazon guy. So listen, I'll pack this full of valuable information designed to help grow sales. I'll get to that module in just a minute, but the first thing I want to review are keywords. Now, we utilize this tool to look at sponsored and organic keywords. We do a ton of competitive research and other things. And looking here, it shows you've got 575 sponsored, 256 organic. Now, you've got a really interesting mixture here. We recommend a 1-to-2 ratio for every one sponsored to 2 organic, and tend to see organics in the 3 to 5,000 range. So I'm really surprised you've got an interesting ratio. I'm curious how you're indexing within these keywords. So I do want to point out something. You're sponsoring Sweatband, and at the search volume that it has, this is probably one of the more expensive words that you're sponsoring. But I noticed that in the past 30 days, you have had 0 sales as a result of those words. So I'm curious if you've done a keyword gap analysis and also looked at negating those words that potentially aren't sending the right traffic your way, or any traffic. But also, too, look at this. As we scroll down, do you see how on the right-hand side is where your organic keywords are, and you don't have that many. Now, here you are, obviously, for your own brand, that makes sense there. But when you're in the triple digits, it means that your pages deep, sometimes so deep that it's hard to find you. So let's see if we can put this into context for a minute. So here, hair bands for women's hair non-slip. There's 2,274 people looking for that. You are organically ranked 183. And so that means that people are going to have to go through all the sponsored listings and then 182 other listings before you even show up in the search results. And look how much revenue has been generated in the past 30 days as a result of it. So you've got to ask yourself, is that organic rank of 183 sufficient enough for you to get your fair share of this revenue? And the answer should hands down be no. I would definitely improve your organics. I would grow your organics tremendously too. Now let's talk about competition. So I took these words, non-slip exercise hairband, from your title. Found this listing here. Now, I'm not doing any product comparisons. I'm sure you've seen this. It's a direct competitor. What I want to show you, however, is their advertising plan. Look at this. They've got 3,200 sponsored keywords and 3,700 organic keywords. So they are being very aggressive with their sales. They're sponsored ranked number 2 for Headband, which is tremendous, and 10 organically. So it shows that they're working their organics. Additionally, they've sold over 5,500 units in the past 30 days. So the keywords that they're using are working, they're performing, specifically their organics. Now, let's talk about your organics. So here at my Amazon guy, we break up our SEO process into 4 phases. And in phase 3, we look at those keywords where you're ranked in spots 20 through 50. Right now, you've got 16 of those. And because of that, you're really not benefiting from that organic traffic. So our focus would be to lift you up in the ranks so that instead of being in spot 32 for non-slip headbands for women, we'd have you in the top 10. And if you're not having to sponsor those words, imagine the impact on your ACOS. So it definitely shows that there's room for improvement there. You know what? I do want to go back real quick. If you don't mind, what I'd like to do is I want to look at your best organic. Okay. Do you see how you have very few organics in the single digits, and then you just skyrocket there? So it shows that your organics need to improve. Sweaty Bands is driving the most traffic. All these others, not much traffic at all. Now let's go to your listing, and don't forget, it is the words that gets your listing above everybody else's in the search results. So I'm going to go through your images here. This is a great image. Very cute. So I like this image too. I do recommend at least one image of someone looking at the camera. I think these are kind of repetitive. So truthfully, what I would do is replace one of these with a infographic, right? Talking about how it's designed, what it's made of. I see you've got it here. Maybe one more infographic. I would include that too as well. So is it machine washable? Maybe talk about something like that, especially since it gets sweaty and builds up. So maybe talk about that. I like this image. However, I'm looking at her more than I'm looking at the headband. So I'm not sure it's a beautiful image. Obviously, she's beautiful, but I look more at her in the swimsuit than I do the headband. Just something, and I do my hair, wear headbands all the time, something I'm thinking of as a consumer when I see this. Now, looking at your title, you want to make sure that you're close to 200 characters. You've only got 98. So this, I recommend doubling the size of this and updating your title, or excuse me, your bullet points down here. They should each have 250 characters. And when you're updating your title and your bullets, you want to optimize them using those frequently searched words. Now, let me show you this module. So if you do anything today, please log into Seller Central, and right above product description, you'll see a brand story. So I'm going to show you an example. We put this together for Age of Sage brand. And as we scroll down, you've got all the sponsored ads, but then look at this. It completely fills up the page. It's a carousel. This is absolutely the best module that Amazon has come out with for branded sellers in a long time. And this creates buyer awareness and referrals and buybacks. Additionally, you've got all these hyperlinks to noteworthy products, even your brand store. So I highly recommend setting that up. There's a ton of value in it. Now, I'm going to come down here, look at your alt text and your A+ content. So you've got the same thing. Yeah, I would update your alt text. You've got the same thing over and over. You know what? Maybe just change one of these lines and translate it into Spanish, the same words. That would help. But I would also, you need to integrate those frequently searched words into your alt text. And then having 500 to 1,000 words of crawlable text in your A+ content is recommended because it indexes for organic traffic. And then one last thing, a product grid. That will help increase your average order values. So listen, here at My Amazon Guy, we are a full service 300-person Amazon agency, and we manage close to 300 brands, giving our clients peace of mind knowing Amazon is handled so they can focus on their business. I love an opportunity to chat with you, so go ahead and click the link in my email that reads book a call, snag yourself that free consultation, and then once you do that, I'll email out the competitive analysis. But thanks so much for watching. Look forward to speaking with you soon. Take care.